community can be public sometimes because of how we basically go to a soul to be murdered, and some murders is right because I had to again for the third time today to basically have her mother. You know what basically injures me mentally, and by the way, this is supposed to be that straight femboy that basically kind of praise the gay community because he knows he can get money out of his 9.5. Okay, I don't know why he does that. That's inappropriate in my opinion. If you want to disagree with me, that's fine, okay? This is man that I want to expose, okay? He's not awful. I think he's just a dimwit. His name is Flynn. He's a giant, 6'1", right? 27, so great age. And he has a really great body, to be honest. And his penis does look pretty big. However, though, let me just read this out very quick. He is bi/pan. I don't know why people do this. Just choose. Oh, well, he can't choose. Okay? And he's polyamorous, so I try to be more open-minded around people that are poly, okay? That's a long story why. He's a switch, which means I guess he's both bottom and top. And then he's an emo twink, which I see nothing wrong with at all. Actually, I thought, because I heard that you can only be 25 in order to be a twink. I don't know where that comes from. I think all of us is a twink, even though I don't like that term because, well, I'm just Dion, of course, right? But I guess if it comes to dating or whatever and someone's body preference that you have, I see nothing wrong with that. The reason why I want to expose this guy is because there is a couple of tweets that I read that just seemed really silly to me. And he does have a lot of followers. He has 13,500, right? Even though it's kind of funny that one of his tweets, he doesn't get more than 70, right? Unless you will show off your body. It goes to show you that people only care if you basically post something sexual, right? I kind of noticed a thing on Twitter. I can see why the site is a little bit toxic, okay? And let's see. Oh my fucking god, you okay, pretty boy? That's what Flynn said to Yan, and I'm not. I want to say this for boys out there that are feminine, okay? This guy is someone that's androgynous, okay? Think about Shishimaru from Inuyasha, kinda. Even though I'm more on the upside, so not flamboyant. I don't want to consider myself feminine, but if I would be seen that way, then yes, okay? Why do you sexualize yourself? Okay, again, so if you wanted to post your body online, more courage to you. But I just had to say it does with risk. It does. I'm sure this is because when I want this guy out of curiosity and hope to put his belly that the idol isn't behind. Okay, Dan, I think it's like 20 seconds behind. The thing is, okay, let me just rewind myself on this, okay? He does have a good body. I mean, you'll be surprised, okay? Also, these are like two boys kissing, got me yelling, Yowie! It has only 8 likers. 8 likes. That's not good. And a buddy of mine just texted me saying his girlfriend brought up the idea of some over me. I said, yes. Kind of he said he's up for platonic flirting. Well, yeah, I guess with his fans, right? I don't know. Okay, with my autism, it's a little difficult to read how people act sometimes. At least, I wasn't well, I am diagnosed with ADHD, okay? I don't want anyone to think that I'm faking or anything, okay? Because, yes, I was a special ed growing up. And again, it's hard for me to read how people act or reading body language sometimes. It can be a little difficult. You know, I'm the sensitive type, okay? That actually makes sense. That's why I consider myself autistic since... Well, I guess you could say, share the same traits as someone that has them. And, of course, having ADHD, I'm really a sensitive person. And I even have rejection button something. There is a term for it. Let's just say rejection button disorder. You take rejection really, really serious. It hurts. It's an actual thing, actually. Okay? I just wanted to share that. Hold on. Hey, pardon me for that. I'm not sure if muting it may help a little bit, and I guess it was chopped up a little. Okay, I'm so sorry. I forgot what I just said, but this is what I said. Hi, Flynn. You're a bit of a hypocrite by being one of those fanboys that flirt for followers for your OnlyFans, which is why you only have 69 likers there. Or here, and want to express my mind after you blocked me on an anonymous account. He did, by the way. I don't want to say what account it is. It felt a little hurtful because... there was a screenshot. Now I'll talk about this shortly, and I forgot what I said the rest of that tweet, but I actually put, no offense, maybe be a bit more friendly and not lie to people that they are beautiful when you block random people for admiring you, but feel free to block me. Your personality is sort of fake and do not want a reply back and just need to get this off my chest. Have a nice day. Okay, I know you're thinking, Dion, why are you saying that for? Just let him be. Well, here's the thing, okay? First off, his profile or his page is not on private. Second, it is free speech, and I'm not sharing any threats. And thirdly, what I basically did was just a little hurtful from my experience. Maybe that's why being sensitive to rejection may be not a good thing, but maybe to speak up my mind it would be. The thing is, I've noticed that in his profile, okay, or his page, of the followers he has, quite a handful of them are blank pages or profiles. No username, no followers or anything. Well, for me, let's just say I had a cartoonic picture. It's private because I like to follow adult pages because why not, right? Because it doesn't hurt anything. I do appreciate that he would put 18 plus, but why would he block me? But when I see others that don't even have a profile picture, they're able to follow him, but he blocked me eons ago when he had less followers. Why? I think that's a little bit hurtful. Maybe, again, I do take rejection personally, but the same way for Ty, for example, the boy that you see in the first picture when he was in a hospital, even though what he did was really inappropriate by ripping out his penis in his hospital bed, I mean, he should get charged for that. Or I'm sorry, but he's lucky that the nurses didn't see him like that. I would have him arrested for that. I don't care. Well, after he recovers or something, okay? He did block me another, did he block you? I think he did. I think he did on the other account that I use. I think. Or no, he didn't. He removed me just for listening to that audio when he was trying to go for women. I don't get why when I see fanboys, okay, regardless of your sexuality, but especially the gay community, this is a little much, okay? And it kind of makes me a little unsafe that you do this. If you're offended, then you're giving me a great reason why people are probably acting homophobic. It's not okay, though. I'm gonna explain. If people are homophobic, yes, I get that, okay? It's hard to explain. And they're not evil, they just had to be educated, right? As long as they don't assault you. It's a little difficult to explain it, okay? You shouldn't insult anyone, period, okay? But what really irritates me is how you would act. I get it, okay? It's Twitter. Again, I have to say this for a lot of people, though. It's just so funny how we can go on Twitter and you see someone's page that they're posting news, right? And their accounts up. There should be, maybe it's because I don't have it on safe mode. That's probably one thing. I don't know, okay? I don't really pay much notice to Twitter. I don't know. Maybe there is something like that. I don't know. But I'm not sure. If there isn't the case, then they say they should have a notice that this page posts pornographic content, right? I don't know. I don't pay attention to Twitter, okay? The thing is that for a ton of fanboys that I do notice on Twitter, it's as though they act fake. They got porn, right? I mean, some porn is real, but it's role play. There's nothing wrong with that. It just, I don't know. There's something bothers me. Basically similar to how Flynn acts. I know he would flirt with all of his viewer or fans or whatever, but the way that he just does it is he just does this for money, right? I'm sorry. It kind of gives me that vibe. Again, I don't want to falsely accuse. I'm just sharing this by my experience based off how Ty acts, okay? He's a fanboy, but he's straight, yet he's flirting with boys. I don't think that's okay. I think that's wrong. You just can't lie about your sexuality. If you're straight, just say that you are. If not, if you're flirting with boys, just say that you're bi-curious. It's that simple. I just don't get it. And the funny thing is, Ty did reply back to me, right? I'm thinking like this if you're straight. Because I probably get death threats. Think about how, no offense, my viewers are trans, okay? You probably wonder why people don't like you that much. You get easily offended. The same way I see a couple of videos of trans people say, do not call me sir. I remember seeing a video of a man at GameStop. He would act that way. And he would basically damage some property, and he needs to go to jail for that. I don't care if you're trans. You don't get special treatment. And the same way for you fanboys that may be viewing this, please just do not thinking that if you're feminine, okay, again, there's nothing wrong with it. You can see why, right, from my perspective. But the thing is, though, you kind of, let's just say, over-sexualize yourself. And just flirt with running. Well, there's something wrong with that. It just feels fake. I don't know why. Maybe it's my autism that I cannot read how people act. And again, if he says something, I just tell him, please don't reply back to me, because I'm going to screenshot. Honestly, I just want to share this because this is bothering me. It is, okay? Because the gay community, they have a long way to go. I seen a video by Nick Shirley that posted about the protest. I know this has to do with it, but let's just say it kind of reminds me of how people in the gay community acts. The same way, let's just say if you're a Mexican, right? You want to live in this country legally, but if you wanted to, okay, I gotta know what's going on at this part, okay? That they wanted to hurt officers, even though there are officers that shouldn't hurt journalists. It's an endless cycle. But I see these Mexicans, right? Basically wave their own country flag. We're an American soil. If you want an American citizen, you gotta wave our flag. If I want to live in, let's just say, Bhutan, I'm gonna be waving their flag. I want this wave the American flag because that's why. Okay, I mean, I can wave both, but I'm in their soil. Okay, and I'm gonna respect their rules and their culture. Okay, even though there are some cultures, well, depending on the country, that you don't have to respect or accept but tolerate. If that makes sense. It's just that, well, again, with like the riots, it kind of reminds me of how I was mistreated by gay people myself. You would be surprised. I'm a spade, okay? And I want to say this for the ones that are gay, honestly, bi, whatever, you gotta be more polite. Okay? If you want people to treat you as a human being, you gotta act like one. Okay? I want to share this because maybe the reason, like Flynn, he doesn't know who I am. Until now, maybe. I took it personal. It hurts because I just want to follow him. Okay? I mean, my profile picture that I had, I want to say it looked, let's just say, of a cartoon character that, you know, looked sexual in a way. Okay? I mean, I don't know why he blocked me for that, because at least he would know that I'm an adult. Right? But you have these other people that, I'm sure they're adults, of course, that don't even have a profile picture. Yeah, I blocked. I don't get it. I never messaged him or anything. Just wanted to follow because I was curious and I thought he's attractive. Okay? But, man, for just saying, to just a reminder that you're beautiful and if someone tries to make you flatterize, it's probably because they're a porn sick weirdo. Well, same to you, Flynn, who doesn't deserve to look at you anyway. He sounds like a hypocrite, yet you want to block random people, though. Okay? It's kind of funny just for admiring you. I'm not here to harass. I'm just sharing my thoughts. See, the thing is, for me personally, I got nervous because, let's just say, I've been mistreated by so many people that even tweeting my own thoughts, this is my first experience doing it. I never done this until, well, the first time was on time. And then the second is Flynn. And if he blocks me, then that's proof. I want to share this because if you're saying that he's an emo, and this comes from someone that don't mind emo or gothic boys at all, but I'm sorry, but, and yeah, he said he's a model. I'm sorry, but if you're a model, don't act this way, because you kind of act blanket a hypocrite, okay? Because you're attractive. You're thinking that you are a deity. I'm sorry, but you're not. Okay, this is why I don't like how people that are attracted thinking that they could get away with stuff like, oh yeah, I lost my mother or cancer. Well, so do other people. Okay, literally, that doesn't make you more unique. Literally, I just had to just get this out of my system because it's been bothering me for a little bit. It has, and I just don't understand why Femboys, again, is someone that is a boy that basically has, let's just say, mannerisms of a female. Nothing wrong with that. That's what being feminine is. Feminine means woman, right? Masculine means man. Okay? And you basically like to go against the genders. That's great. I do encourage that. But if it goes to the effort that you're kind of sexualizing the same way for a woman, let's just say she's a lesbian, right? and she kind of just sexualizes and being all macho. I can't explain it. Okay, I know it's Twitter. Okay, I know this is free space. He can do whatever he wants. It's just kind of funny that the way they act is that stuff to me. It feels like you're putting a fake front. What I mean by being a fanboy, you want to just, just without sexualizing. Okay, you want to wear a dress, being in a maid outfit. I see nothing wrong with that. Okay, or wearing a dress. Want to be a princess. Okay, I see nothing wrong with that. Okay, just being feminine. You want to talk about makeup. You want to talk about beauty products. Okay, not James Charles. Heavens no. Okay, something like that. Okay, it's just that it says this thing, flirting is platonic. I try to understand what that means by flirting is platonic. Because I think from some of the tweets I read with his fans, it comes off sexual. Okay, I know I'm a spade. Okay, so I don't know. I don't know how people flirt. Okay, again, you can see how much of a spade I am. I don't know how flirting. If you're flirting with someone, like for me personally, like, oh, you're so sweet, and you look pretty good at dress. I probably wouldn't mind just like pinching your cheeks. That's platonic flirting, right? I'm not sure if I'm mistaken here because the way he flirts seems like sexual. I had to drink a bit more apple juice. I'm not sure if this could get many views and all. And also, I really want my channel back. I do. I just want to say, if anyone wants to follow me on Twitter, if I ever get a new user, it is my full name. Okay. It would mean a lot because YouTube still don't want to get my channel back. Just because, well, maybe they thought my channel was inappropriate, even though I wanted to talk about gay topics. So why not talk about this? And I'm not censoring anything because this should be taught. And that's especially the man is clothing from the screenshots I shared of his body. So I could have downloaded, but I was too lazy. And my MacBook being so sluggish, screenshotting takes a lot of energy out of me because I had to wait, let's just say 10 minutes each time. Well, I had to screenshot right away because if I wait a while, it'll freeze. And that's why I was a little bit in a rush to get this video done because I got the energy to talk about this, or I want to do it later. So, what I'm just trying to say, if you are feminine, and I hear the ice cream truck, I just want to say, please, let's just say, okay, Twitter, Reddit, it's whatever. I'm trying to think, okay? Basically, for me, I still need to study more about this, okay? It's just that fanboy means you're sexualizing yourself. No. But I see a lot of it on social media, or at least on Twitter, and I'm thinking, why do guys do this? Honestly. And again, I just want to say this, if you're part of the gay community, please do not take this harshly, but it's kind of similar how you act similar to those girls and Mean Girls, I think. Think about girls in high school. They would act all sassy and bitchy. It's like that for gay guys. Yeah, you may be feminine and sweet, but at the same time, you're kind of salty and bitter. I don't like that. And I'll probably get death threats or caught off for this, but it gets out of hand. Okay, just because someone may not be feminine. They may be masculine. I know there'll be a lot of fanboys, a lot of masculine guys, but I notice that there is, well, both sides mistreat each other. But what I see on the fanboy side, it's starting to bother me because they're thinking that they're more superior. And there's another issue that I have for fanboys. I've seen a couple of them. I watched a screenshot of it. For some dumb reason, I don't think that's a trend, but a handful of them done this. They would show off gun. I don't think it's a real gun. I hope not. Because why would you show that off on social media? I don't get it. I remember there was a video of a trans woman that wanted to threaten a man. Yeah, maybe what he did is just irritating, that he would preach about religion. I get that. But the thing is, though, he doesn't deserve to have a gun pointing at him just because the person's trans. That should be a felony. You're brandishing to wanting to point a gun at someone. That's extreme. You could go to jail for a long time or prison for quite a while for that. I just want to say for the ones they're in a gay community, please don't think that you're victims, okay? There is victims in every group, okay? The same way there are bad officers, there is. I know there are great ones. It just sucks that I see a lot of bad ones. To basically how some black people would act, okay? In a way of how Jewish people acted. Think about how, again, slavery, Holocaust, especially the Holocaust, and yet they wanted to threaten Muslims. You see the cycle? Okay, just because whatever happened back then, it doesn't define for people of those groups that you would talk to today. Please do not follow that. I guess you call it the Joker mentality. You kind of basically act, oh yeah, you're a victim of what happened to you, right? But then you want to act a murderer. Just because I got raped by many men doesn't mean that I want to do the same. I wanted to murder someone. No! Are you kidding me? I can't see myself being like that. Absolutely not. Heavens no. So I just want to expose this Flynn guy because him blocking me, it did hurt a bit. It did. I don't want to block him because, you know what? I want people to see it. You know, I don't have any, well, barely any on Twitter. I don't care about that. I just wanted to share this because it feels good to share my thoughts, okay? And yeah, I want him to see it because, you know what? Even if he doesn't, I just want to say, Flynn, hon, you gotta be more kinder to people. Just because you're a model and you're a giant, okay? Not just down there, but lengthwise of your bones, of your body, it doesn't give you basically the human right to just act superior. I'm sorry. Also, it is kind of ironic. You only got 69 likes. That's it. Literally. Just for having out of $13 out of 500, it's kind of funny. You know, and even though, like, one of his blanket, shirtless pictures, he only get maybe under 200 likes. That's not a lot for 15,000, I think. I don't think that's much. You know, that's what makes me curious on Twitter. You would post pornographic material, right? But if you want to just post a normal tweet or maybe just about your cat, no one's going to care. I've seen how few likers they get. Okay? I can see that they only have fans because they post porn. So, it's... I don't know. That's why I can't imagine doing that. Being only cared for my body. Okay, I know there are amazing porn stars out there. There are amazing people, but it's only a handful that you see. Other than that, I wanted to share this because why not? And I'm just going to move on. I'm just too nervous to look back on this unless I'll probably... Oh, damn, that's right. It's 4 o'clock. Hopefully I could get this done before a live stream. Like the next hour. And by the way, it's the 9th of June on a Monday. It's 4:14 right now in the evening or afternoon. And I just wanted to share how I feel. He's a handsome man. He is. You know, and I don't know what the heck top 10% OnlyFans mean. And a black heart. Oh, that's right, because he's emo. I don't know. Okay, I just wanted to share this. I do. See, another thing I want to share. One more thing, okay? The other guy, he's trans. Okay? Well, he said at first he was pansexual, then he's bi. I know bi and pan are the same, but I do wonder, okay, I do wonder why. For my bisexuals out there, is it common, if you were hearing all the way through, do you put /pan? They're totally different, right? I'm so confused on. I know they're different. They are. I'm just a little confused, you know. And I don't know. I just can't explain for that bulging trunk guy that I thought was attractive. Okay, I know he did flirt with a woman that he wanted to meet and basically do like a sexual video of her. I seen it, and he changed his banner. And for some reason, he removed or deleted those posts of her. I seen those. And not to mention, I think one of them were Photoshop. I don't get it, okay? Femboys, you act a little odd sometimes. Okay? And you would get easily offended Okay, it just makes you wonder why you act like this. You act as though you're innocent, but at the same time, you're not. Maybe I'm overthinking it. It's just that sometimes I do get a little unsafe around fanboys because they would take advantage of someone for their kindness. They would flirt. You know, I guess you could say, please pardon me for this. They would act predatory. They would act predators. Okay? They would act blanket predators because they know that they can get money off of these people because they am not. I mean, again, you can admire someone, but you don't have to pay money. I know they're trying to get by and all, but I don't know. They should just do that on Pornhub or something. My opinion. I don't know. Okay, I don't know because I don't do porn and I can't ever see myself doing that. Never. So I decided to share this because Flynn is a little bit weird. Okay, again, afterwards seeing how Ty acted, I gotta say something. So, other than that, it feels good to get this out of my system because I just don't see the benefit out of it. I think I got a notification. I'm not responding. So, I'm not responding back to him. I'm not. So, other than that, it felt good. I don't think you read it, but, I'm not responding. Maybe in the live stream. He's probably going to say something harsh. Because I did get a notification, but I'm not responding. So, I don't think he blocked me. I don't care. You know, I do care because I'm probably a bit nervous and all. So, other than that, I just want to just get this out of my system. Just please treat each other equally. Honestly, I know that's difficult for a ton of people, but honestly, I just had to share it, and I'll probably share it on the live stream. I'll probably share the URL to see if it is from him. Because, I don't know, I think this man is weird. I'm sorry. It is, I guess you could say I'm a little bit hurt, I'm nervous, I'm scared as well, because, again, the gay community, I get they wonder a lot. So do other people. As in the racial group and the religious group that I mentioned. Especially the religious group. So, I just had to just get this out of my system. Enough said.